Hey, what's up, everyone? I am doing this video for the second time tonight. Thank you so much for checking out another video here on Shows, Style, and Spirit. I am Ebony. If you were watching the video just moments ago, NBC Universal, they actually shut down the video because I was sharing my screen from the neighborhood talk, and they had, clips of the Real Housewives of Potomac, running. There was no audio, but it was just like a video looping from the show, and so it was a huge problem. So I'm not going to share my screen. I'm just going to talk about these stories that I know that you've heard between late last night and earlier today, about Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman calling it quits. As you know, Drew Sidora is one of the newest Real Housewives of Atlanta cast members. She joined the show during season 13, and she and Ralph have decided to divorce. They have three children. The oldest is Drew's son from another relationship. As we saw on the show, Drew wanted Ralph to adopt him, and Ralph would not. He was stating that just growing up without a dad himself, he wanted to make sure that Drew's son would still have that connection to the biological dad. So that's what he said. But according to Drew Sidora and court documents obtained by TMZ, Drew alleges that Ralph Pittman has cheated on her repeatedly, with some women even texting her receipts regarding the cheating. She even said that he has gotten physical with her recently, which prompted her to file for divorce. She said that in an argument, Ralph knocked a cell phone out of her hand, causing her to fall to the floor. When she tried to get her phone back, Ralph said to Drew Sidora, "I pay the cell phone bill, therefore the phone is mine." Now, with things like this, I do believe that a woman should always maintain a job after she gets married. I do not care how much money the man makes. I do not care what he promises you. You just don't want to put all of the cards or the ball in his court so that at any moment he can just put you out. I know that in the United States, some states are community property states, whereas if the marriage is over, you would split all of the assets down the middle. I just still would not even want to rely on the legal system. That's still like relying on man. The only person you should be relying on is yourself, and then divine intervention from God. So I feel like a woman should always keep a job no matter what, so that you always have some income coming in if you ever have to be, back on your own. I've even said it myself, like if I were to get married and, my spouse moves into my home, they do not have to give me 50% of the mortgage, because I would never want them to be able to say to a judge, "I know my name is not on the deed, the title to the home, but here's proof where I've been giving Ebony 50% of the mortgage month after month. And I do not live in a community property state, but I just don't want any loopholes, working against me." That would just be my thing. Of course, they would contribute somewhat, but not 50%. No way. So I definitely wish Drew well. Just my opinion, allegedly, from watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta, it just seems like he would gaslight her. When Drew joined the show during season 13, she would actually talk about him going to Tampa, Florida for a few days, and she did not know why. And he still had not given her an explanation. So that definitely did not sound good at all. So in my opinion, Drew will do great. She'll be better for it. I'm sure she will have her days where she perhaps misses the idea of being in a marriage or a romantic relationship. She may have days where she feels lonely, but those negative feelings are fleeting and they will go away. And she will get used to being single again and co-parenting. Now that I cannot speak to. All I can say is she should probably link up with other moms who have to co-parent with exes of theirs and get their advice. So definitely things always work out, Drew, and I am definitely wishing you the best. So then, as you also may have heard, Michael Darby is suing Candiace Dillard Bassett. They're from the Real Housewives of Potomac. He is suing her for defamation over her claims that he paid a man to have relations with him during a heated argument between Candiace and Ashley on one of the episodes. Allegedly, Michael sent Candiace a cease and desist letter earlier this year, but then he claims that she did not retract her statement. Now, I studied journalism. That's what I earned my bachelor's degree in at Michigan State University. Go Green. And we were always taught, of course, you're never encouraged to lie or anything like that. Journalism is all about fairness and truth. But, when a public figure or celebrity, they claim defamation, the burden of proof is on them. And then we were always told that defamation really isn't a lawsuit that a major celebrity would even bother with, because it just opens up a can of worms. They'd have to really reveal parts of their personal life in order to prove truth. And so it was just more so from a knowledge base, something that we learned. But I'm definitely not an attorney, right? I'm just sharing what I was taught in academia on the journalism side. So I say that to say Michael would have to actually prove that that's never happened. And I don't know if Candiace has a receipt, because I don't know why she would just say that, right? So what do you think? I feel like he's just probably trying to scare her and stress her out. Of course, we all know that he does not need the money. So I do not see him, really carrying this out, or I feel like it'll just get tossed out. I know some people that are pro Monique Samuels and anti Candiace, they were calling this karma. I just don't like to really give in to so much like the karmic theory, because, bad things happen, unfortunately. So I wouldn't want anyone to have the burden of thinking that they did something bad and like karma has come to collect. That would just be a horrible way to reconcile, any situation. I think that it's just a matter of Michael Darby is no longer on that show. So he feels more free to do what he would want to do in terms of that cast. And I just feel like he has probably never liked her. And he's just, just doing what he wants to do, allegedly, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think about Drew Sidora and Ralph calling it quits? I know that she will be fine, but let me know what you think. And then also let me know your thoughts on Michael Darby's defamation lawsuit. Thanks again for checking out this video. You know how much I appreciate you. Please hit the like button. It helps out my channel so much. And also, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I am working on another interview with someone who's been on reality TV. I think it will be an amazing interview. I'm just trying to nail down the date. We've got it down to like a day of the week that works for them, and I just have to secure the date. So definitely, keep me in your thoughts and prayers, positive thoughts, of course. Well, take good care. Thanks again. Bye-bye.